Hi BookTube! You may notice my bookshelves look a little different, and you may have caught my impromptu live stream where I talked about wrapping my books. So I've wrapped all my unread books. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why. Ultimately, I wanted to get rid of the choice of what to read. Because I found I was avoiding certain types of books that I did want to read, but weren't as easy to read as what I was actually choosing to read. So books I was avoiding include, non-fiction, or big books, or non-genre books, or short story collections. Books that I've had for a long time that I kind of forgot about because they're kind of behind the couch or something. So I also noticed my strong inclination towards science fiction and fantasy books. But I kind of wanted to not get away from that, but to diversify, not just read just science fiction and fantasy, but to read more. And to read some of the books that have been sitting on my shelf for a long time. I also thought it would be fun, not only to wrap them, but also to unwrap these books. So it's kind of like a little present to myself each time. Because, once they were all wrapped, I couldn't remember every book on my shelf, of course. I noticed as I was wrapping, I was really excited about books. I was like, oh, I really want to read this. Oh, I can't wait to read this. Oh, I hope I get this one first. Or, those kind of feelings were coming. I was getting more excitement about my unread books again. Some interesting things. Before I went on this book buying binge, I wrapped 661 unread books, which is just under 50% of the books that I own. So how will I decide what to read? I will no longer be doing monthly TBRs because I'm only going to unwrap what I immediately plan to read. So I have a random number generator that picks a bookcase, a shelf, and then a book on that shelf to make sure that the choices are really random. There's no choice, no personal choice in this. It's all just kind of, I already bought the book, that was the choice I made. The rest of it is just going to be random. So I have no choice but to read that book. I get off the shelf because I do want to read all these books. Unless there's a legitimate reason for me to DNF that book and want to get rid of it. And I prefer to read multiple books at a time, so I'll unwrap 2 to 3 books at a time depending on how many books I am currently reading, how many books I feel like reading. I'm currently 40 pages from the end of my current read, so I have 2 books here. I got my Google Assistant on my phone to give me random numbers. The first one was from shelf number 2, which is this one immediately behind me. Bookcase number 2, sorry. Shelf number 8 on that, and the second book, which is this one. So let's unwrap it. I'm really excited. I'm really super excited. And I was very aggressive with the tape and the wrapping on this, so it's not going to necessarily be an easy thing. I don't want to look at all. I have to look at what I'm doing. So let's go. I don't know. Here, I'm going to just rip it so that you see it before I do. What is this book? Oh, okay. So this is The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. I'm just going to read the back. Meet the Ganguly family, new arrivals from Kolkata, trying their best to become Americans, even as they pine for home. The name they bestow on their firstborn, Gogol, betrays all the conflicts of honoring tradition in a new world. Conflicts that will haunt Gogol on his winding path through divided loyalties, comic detours, and wrenching love affairs. Yeah, pretty cool. Excited to read that. The next one is a big hardcover. This is from shelf 1, which is over here, or bookcase 1, shelf number 5, book number 15. It was in the back. It was a pain to get out because it's quite large. I have no idea what this could be because it is a hardcover and the size is quite odd. So let's see what this is. You can tell I'm not one of those people who keeps the wrapping paper in place. So I'm just gonna look at it, let you see it before I do. What is this one? Let's see. Oh, okay. So this is an interesting one. This is a nonfiction. An Underground Education, the unauthorized and outrageous supplement to everything you thought you knew about art, sex, business, crime, science, medicine, and other fields of human knowledge by Richard Sachs. So I have a lot of interest in these alternative education books, I want to call them. This actually looks really cool. So we have Unjustly Forgotten Criminals, The Smell of History. What else do we have here? The French Love of Enemas During the Renaissance. Darwin, No Rush to Publish. I'm just reading titles. Witches, Religious Martyrs, or Sexual Athletes. And let's see. Racist Relations. Wow. The Toilet Training of the Human Race. So there we have non-fiction and general education, I want to call it. It's just like a whole bunch of different information. And The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. So I'll be starting those, and I'm excited about both of them. Thank you for watching.